Good morning, students of class 7. In this video, we will continue the chapter. As you know, the author wanted to go to the ride with his friend, but it was spoiled because of his friend. Now you can see in this picture, he has opened the front wheel. At length, we did get the thing into position, and the moment it was in position, he burst out laughing. I said, "What is the joke?" "I miss the writer. What is the joke?" He said, "Well, I am an ass." As you know, as comes for the foolish persons, so he said himself as an ass. It was the first thing he had said that made me respect him. Now the writer said that it was the first time when he had spoken the truth. I asked him what had led him to the discovery. How? He said, "We have forgotten the balls." I looked for my hat. It was lying because the screws were in the head, and it was lying topsy-turvy, upside down in the middle of the path. He was of a cheerful disposition. He said, "Well, we must put back all we can find and trust to Providence, God. We should have faith on God and we will able to find them." Now see, we found 11 screws. We have 6 on one side and 5 on the other side. And after half an hour, the wheel was in its place again. It hardly be added that it really did wobble now. Now, wobble shaking. It doesn't shaking. A child might have noticed it. He said it would do for the present. I said, "Watching you do this is of real use to me. It is not only your skill that fascinates, attract me. It is your cheery confidence in yourself. What a confidence you have. Your inexplicable, which we cannot explain, hopefulness, that does me good." Now he said that I am attracting to find your confidence. Thus encouraged, he set to work to fix the gear case. He stood the bicycle against the house and worked from the offside. Now he became encouraged. He started to work again, fix again the gear case. He stood the bicycle against the house and worked from the offside. Then he stood it against a tree and worked from the onside. Then I held it for him while he lay on the ground with his head between the wheels, and worked at it from below and dropped oil upon himself. Instead of the wheels and bicycle, he dropped oil on himself. Then he took it means bicycle, away from me and doubled himself across it till he lost his balance and slid over on to his head. Then he lost his temper and tried bullying the thing. Now he lost his temper and started to bully the bicycle. I was glad to see showed speed, and the subsequent proceedings degenerated into degenerated into little else than a rough and tumble fight between him and the machine. Now he thought that he would take a ride, and there was a fight between him and the bicycle. One moment the bicycle would be on the stony path, and on the other side, on the top, and the next position would be reversed. Sometimes he would be on bicycle and bicycle was on him. Now he would be standing flushed with victory, the bicycle firmly fixed between his legs, but his trump money victory would be short-lived. By a sudden quick movement, it would free itself, and turning upon him, hit him sharply over the head with one of its sandals, as you can see in the picture. At a quarter to one, dirty and disheveled, cut and bleeding, he said, I think that will do. And now he was hurted, and blood is also flowing, and rose and waved his broom. The bicycle looked as if it also he had enough of it, which had received most punishment. It would have been difficult to say. It is difficult to say that who was punished more. I took him into the back kitchen. I means the writer. His friend took him into the kitchen so far as was possible. He cleaned himself. Then I sent him home. And after that, he went away his home. As now I think you are able to understand the story. So thank you, students.